Very good morning. You're watching Today in Parliament with me, Ashwarya Kapoor. Here are the headlines first. First Parliament session of 17th Lok Sabha starts today. Government to present Union Budget on 5th of July. Government focuses on passing bills to replace ordinances. Seven-term MP Virendra Kumar administered oath as pro tem Speaker by President Ramnath Kovind. Kumar to preside over sittings of 17th Lok Sabha till Speaker is elected. To administer oath of office to the newly elected MPs. And opposition should play an active role in Parliament, says Prime Minister Modi ahead of Parliament session, urges all parties to work for the people. The first session of the 17th Lok Sabha after the general elections will commence today. The budget session will have 30 sittings and will conclude on 26th of July. The government is focusing on converting into law as many as 10 ordinances that the NDA government had promulgated before the 16th Lok Sabha ended. All newly elected Lok Sabha MPs will be administered the oath of office during the first 2 days by pro tem Speaker Virendra Kumar. And the Speaker will be elected on 19th of June. President Ramnath Kovind then will address a joint sitting of both houses on 20th of June. The budget will be introduced on 5th of July. And the Rajya Sabha has been convened to meet for the budget session from 20th of June and will have a total of 27 sittings. And ahead of the commencement of the upper house, Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu has convened a meeting of the floor leaders on Thursday. And Pro Tem Speaker Virendra Kumar was administered the oath of office by President Ramnath Kovind a short while back. Let's take a listen.
मैं डॉक्टर वीरेंद्र कुमार जो लोकसभा का सदस्य निर्वाचित हुआ हूं, ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं कि मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगा। मैं भारत की प्रभुता और अखंडता अक्षुण्ण रखूंगा तथा जिस पद को मैं ग्रहण करने वाला हूं, उसके कर्तव्यों का श्रद्धापूर्वक निर्वहन करूंगा।
65-year-old Virendra Kumar is a 7-term member of Parliament. He will administer the oath of office to the newly elected MPs and he will also oversee the election of the Lok Sabha Speaker. A pro tem Speaker performs the duty of the office of Speaker from the commencement of the first sitting of the newly constituted Lok Sabha till the election of the Speaker. The pro tem Speaker is appointed and administered oath by the President and his office exists only till the election of the Speaker. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi urged the opposition to forget the numbers in Parliament and work for the people. In his address at the Parliament House ahead of the beginning of the session, Prime Minister Modi urged all the political parties to support the decisions that are in favour of the people. He said that every word of the opposition is valuable.
हमने हमारी यात्रा प्रारंभ की थी सबका साथ सबका विकास, लेकिन देश की जनता ने सबका साथ सबका विकास के अंदर एक अद्भुत विश्वास भर दिया और उस विश्वास को लेकर के सामान्य मानवी की आशा आकांक्षाओं को, सपनों को पूरा करने के लिए संकल्प लेकर के हम जरूर आगे बढ़ने का प्रयास करेंगे। लोकतंत्र में विपक्ष का होना, विपक्ष का सक्रिय होना, विपक्ष सामर्थ्यवान होना, ये लोकतंत्र की अनिवार्य शर्त है और मैं आशा करता हूं कि प्रतिपक्ष के लोग नंबर की चिंता छोड़ दें। देश की जनता ने उनको जो नंबर दिया है, लेकिन हमारे लिए उनका हर शब्द मूल्यवान है, उनकी हर भावना मूल्यवान है। और सदन जब हम उस चेयर पर बैठते हैं, एमपी के रूप में बैठते हैं, तब पक्ष विपक्ष से ज्यादा निष्पक्ष का स्पिरिट बहुत महत्व रखता है। और मुझे विश्वास है कि पक्ष और विपक्ष के दायरे में बंटने के बजाय निष्पक्ष भाव से जन कल्याण को प्राथमिकता देते हुए हम आने वाले 5 साल के लिए इस सदन की गरिमा को ऊपर उठाने में प्रयास करेंगे।
And our colleague Ravindra Singh Shuran is now joining us live from Parliament. Ravindra, the first session of Parliament of the 17th Lok Sabha begins from today. And we saw BJP MP Virendra Kumar taking oath as the pro tem speaker of the 17th Lok Sabha at Rashtrapati Bhavan a short while back. And also Prime Minister Modi, after arriving in Parliament, he welcomed his new friends and added that we are working to fulfill the people's aspirations. How does the day likely to pan out today in Parliament?
Yes, good morning, Aishwarya. As the stage is set for the first day of the 17th Lok Sabha today. Earlier in the day, we have seen that Pro Tem Speaker Dr. Virendra Kumar, he took oath in the Rashtrapati Bhavan. President Ramnath Kovind administered him oath of the office, followed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. While he was talking to the reporters, he requested all the leaders and the members of the parliament that they should not divide between the government and the opposition, and they should be neutral to work for the welfare of the people, and paramount consideration of all the members is only the welfare of the people. And today after 11 o'clock, when the House will commence, then Prime Minister will be the first person to take oath. Who will follow the Prime Minister? The modalities are yet to be finalized, and the Secretariat is still working on it. But in the 2014, we have seen that Prime Minister Narendra Modi was followed by Lal Krishna Advani, the senior leader, and he was followed by Sonia Gandhi, respectively. But who will take oath today? This is yet to be finalized. After that, the chairperson's panel will take oath. Some of the members, the senior members of the Lok Sabha, who will assist Dr. Virendra Kumar in administering the oath to the newly elected member of the House. They will take oath. After that, the Council of Ministers will take oath. Then, all the members of the Parliament, in the alphabetical order of their respective states, they will take oath. In 20th of this month, President of India, he will address both the houses of the sitting of both the houses together in the Central Hall. And 19th is the day when the Speaker, the full-time Speaker, will be elected by the members of Lok Sabha. And after that, the Deputy Speaker will also be elected. But a lot of important legislation are also lying, and sub-ordinance also has to be, they have to be tabled on the floor of the House as they are lapsing. And triple talaq is one of the most important bills which the government is eyeing to pass in the coming session. Aishwarya.
Yes, Ravindra, talking about the entire session, the budget session, of course, Rajya Sabha TV had spoken to Arjun Ram Meghwal also, and, he talked about what is the government's agenda as far as this session is concerned, and he spoke about the fact that the priority, of course, will be to get, as many laws passed in this particular session, especially, the 10 ordinances that are to be made into law.
Yeah, that's right, Aishwarya. The government the Prime Minister has also requested all the leaders that they should help and cooperate the government and run the House smoothly. The government is ready to discuss anything which is for the welfare of and the larger interest of the public, and the government is ready to discuss anything. And this is also when we spoke to the Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi, he said that even for the election of the Speaker, the government is interested for a consensus candidate, and they are eyeing that there should be a consensus candidate and no election should be held. And everything, whichever is going to happen, the government is ready to talk to outreach to the opposition members and to settle it amicably, and so that maximum time of the current session can be utilized. Remember, Aishwarya, in the last Lok Sabha, when 16th Lok Sabha's first session, that was also very fruitful, and it worked more than the stipulated time. The government this time also, as you rightly mentioned, that more than the 10 ordinances which are to be tabled on the House, and they are quite important legislations, especially the Triple Talaq Bill, which is one of the most important legislation. The government has tried in the last Lok Sabha also to get it passed, but because of the Rajya Sabha, the government, the Treasury bench, they did not have the majority that could not sail through in the Rajya Sabha. This time also, as government in the Lok Sabha is here with the renewed confidence and improved majority, they will again try to pass this legislation, as this is for the larger welfare of the Muslim women in the country. Aishwarya.
Absolutely. And we are also seeing those visuals there. The first parliament session of the 17th Lok Sabha set to begin in just a short while. In just about 2 minutes, that session is going to start. And Ravindra, since you've been talking about the key legislations, and of course, one of the main priorities of the government would be the anti-triple talaq bill that the government, of course, is hoping for a passage in this particular session. Of course, that ordinance is in force and that has to be, translated into law. But apart from that, there are other key bills that are likely to be introduced. For example, we have seen, that the motor vehicles bill has also been hanging fire for quite a long period of time. And there is also another bill that is on labor laws, in which, the government will merge 44 old labor laws into 4 categories into one.
That's right, Aishwarya. These are the quite important legislation. Besides this, the Medical Council Bill, that is also one of the important. Dental Council, that is also one of the important bills. And the labor law is most important, as the labours of this country. The government is trying to hard for the welfare of the labour and how to improve their lifestyle and how to improve their